All right, welcome back to another explainer. Today, we are looking at the absolute workhorses of commerce, the literal backbone of passenger transport and logistics. We are diving into the ultimate 2026 showdown between two fundamentally different automotive philosophies. Yep, it's the Toyota Hiace taking on the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter. So if you're looking to upgrade your fleet, or hey, maybe you're buying your very first commercial vehicle, this analysis is going to break down exactly where your hard-earned money should go.
But before we get totally bogged down in the spec sheets, I really want you to ask yourself this one central question. Which van actually fits your business? I mean, really think about your daily operations. Are your drivers doing these massive cross-country hauls out on the open highway, or are they constantly navigating incredibly tight, congested city streets and tiny loading docks? Keep your specific daily grind in mind as we go through this, because, as you're going to see, context is literally everything.
Just to set the stage here, think of this matchup as the ultimate work boot versus tailored suit comparison. On one side, we've got the Toyota Hiace, a vehicle that is renowned globally for its unbreakable reliability, its compact footprint, and phenomenal value. And on the other side, the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter. This is the global benchmark that brings a totally premium experience, class-leading tech, and just enormous configuration flexibility.
So we're going to break this down rigorously, category by category, pulling data straight from the Ferris Solution Guide. Here's our tale of the tape. First up, power and drive. Second, cargo capacity. Third, tech and safety. Fourth, cost and upkeep. And finally, we'll wrap it up with the final verdict.
Okay, let's dive right into Category 1, power and drive. Let's see what's happening under the hood.
Now, these engine bays tell the story of two completely different worlds. The Hiace relies on simple, proven durability. You've got a 2.8-liter, four-cylinder turbo diesel pushing 174 horsepower, and it's paired with a super smooth, durable six-speed transmission. Plus, its cab-over design places the engine right under the seats. Contrast that with the Sprinter's really advanced, high-output engineering. It uses a highly efficient 2.0-liter turbo diesel, generating a hefty 211 horsepower, paired with an impeccable 9-speed automatic transmission that basically just keeps the engine right in its sweet spot all day long. And you know, those layouts massively change the actual driving feel. The Hiace offers a part-time 4WD system with low-range gearing in select regions. That actually makes it a highly credible light off-roader. It's nimble. Though I will say, the cab-over design does send a little bit more heat and noise into the cabin. The Sprinter, however, offers this really sophisticated 4MATIC all-wheel drive system meant for all-weather road use. Because of this bonneted design, where the engine is pushed out in front, it drives a lot more like a large, stable luxury SUV, keeping the cabin incredibly quiet.
Moving right along to Category 2, cargo capacity. Because let's face it, this is the core mission of any commercial van.
When you look at the dimensional breakdown for the longest and highest roof options, it tells an incredible story of scale. The Hiace SLWB high roof gives you up to 12.5 cubic meters of cargo volume. Pretty great, right? But for the Sprinter 170-inch extended high roof, you get a massive 17.0 cubic meters of max cargo volume, with payload ratings that can actually exceed 3,000 kilograms depending on the chassis. 17 cubic meters. Let that sink in. For heavy-duty, maximum volume needs, the Sprinter is just in an entirely different league.
But hey, absolute size isn't the whole story. While the Sprinter clearly wins on sheer volume and the ability to comfortably stand totally upright inside, the Hiace counters with incredible space efficiency. Thanks to that cab-over design, it packs a remarkably long cargo floor into a significantly shorter overall footprint. If your daily route makes you a master of tight city streets and incredibly cramped loading docks, the Hiace's maneuverability is a massive advantage over the Sprinter's much longer body.
We also really have to consider the environment where the driver actually spends their day. The Hiace cabin is, well, it's highly functional. It features hard-wearing plastics. It is quite literally built so you can just hose it out after a tough day on the job. The Sprinter, on the flip side, offers a premium, fatigue-free luxury environment, with optional fully adjustable suspension seats, a gorgeous modern dashboard, and extensive sound deadening. It's ergonomically excellent. It's designed to completely pamper the driver on those really grueling long hauls. Let's transition over to our third category, tech and safety, or as we probably should call it, the digital divide. On the infotainment front, the Hiace provides a totally functional 8.0-inch touchscreen. You get wired Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Bluetooth. It absolutely gets the job done, but it definitely feels a generation behind. The Sprinter steps it way up with its 10.25-inch MBUX interface. Honestly, this is true luxury car level tech.
We're talking wireless smartphone integration, natural Hey Mercedes voice control, and a fully digital instrument cluster. And the safety tech on the Sprinter, it is literally staggering. It completely redefines what a commercial van can even be. You've got active brake assist, Distronic adaptive cruise control, a crystal-clear 360-degree camera system, and even optional Level 2 semi-autonomous driving features. It is actively working to keep the driver and your cargo safe in a highly sophisticated way.
But rest assured, the Hiace definitely isn't slacking. It still provides an incredibly comprehensive safety net. It comes fully equipped with Toyota Safety Sense, featuring a pre-collision system with pedestrian detection, lane departure alert, and high-speed dynamic radar cruise control. So while it might lack the futuristic, semi-autonomous sophistication of the Sprinter, it is thoroughly modern and extremely safe.
All right, Category 4, Cost and Upkeep. It is time to look at the bottom line.
Starting off with daily running costs, the Sprinter actually holds a slight efficiency advantage on the combined cycle, pulling about 7.5 to 8.5 liters per 100 kilometers, compared to the Hiace's 8.5 to 9.5 liters. That superior 9-speed transmission in the Sprinter isn't just about smooth shifting, you know? It actively helps maximize fuel economy, which really adds up if you're doing long, continuous highway hauls.
But long-term upkeep is where these two philosophies completely clash again. The Hiace requires more frequent 6-month service intervals, sure, but it boasts that legendary fleet mainstay toughness. Parts are cheap, they're everywhere, and it will tolerate some seriously rough treatment. The Sprinter gives you longer 12-month service intervals, keeping it on the road longer between visits, but it relies on premium parts. And let me tell you, when those complex electronic components fail outside of warranty, the repair bills can be exceptionally steep.
And then, well, there is the purchase price. The Hiace drastically undercuts the Sprinter by a massive $15,000 to $25,000 across virtually every comparable configuration. Whether you are looking at base cargo vans or 15-seat passenger wagons, the initial investment required to get a Hiace on the road is just fundamentally lower. Plus, it depreciates slower in a lot of markets thanks to that rock-solid reputation.
So, that brings us to Category 5, the final verdict. It's time to synthesize all of this and help you make your choice. Here is our completely impartial scorecard summarizing the battleground. The truth? Neither van is objectively better for everyone. Power, overall refinement, absolute cargo volume, cabin comfort, and bleeding-edge tech, those absolutely go to the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter. But maneuverability, long-term running costs, reliable ruggedness, and unbeatable value for money, that goes straight to the Toyota Hiace.
Let's distill this into some truly actionable advice. You should choose the 2026 Toyota Hiace if your top priorities are rock-solid reliability and low long-term running costs. It's the perfect choice if you operate in congested cities and need a compact footprint, if your routes require genuine part-time 4WD for unsealed roads, and if you just prioritize absolute simplicity and ultimate value over luxury.
Conversely, you are definitely going to want to choose the 2026 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter if your business demands maximum cargo volume, towering standing height, and really heavy payloads. It is the clear winner if your drivers spend long, exhausting hours behind the wheel and absolutely require a fatigue-free environment. It's also the choice if you want that cutting-edge semi-autonomous safety tech, sophisticated all-weather AWD, and let's be honest, a premium brand image that reflects really well on your business.
I want to leave you with a fantastic thought straight from the Fair Solution analysis. They pose this brilliant question. Do you need a van that follows orders perfectly, or one that pampers you while you work? The Hiace is that sensible workhorse that just won't let you down, while the Sprinter is the aspirational tool that elevates the whole experience.
Reflect on what matters most for your daily operations, and the right choice is going to become perfectly clear. I really hope this explainer helps you make the absolute smartest investment for your fleet. For more, visit our website, Fair Solution.